Alright, this video is titled, What's Level 1 to You? Now, the reason I'm doing this video is it's actually a video response to Kraig the Casual DM. He had done a live chat with some guys the other day, and which started off in response to one of my videos. But in there, it came up at one point, what is level 1 to you? Now, he had done this video a while back, and in it, he sort of discusses how level 1 characters shouldn't be super heroic, and how, you know, they're basically kind of like peasants. So it got me thinking, you know, so what is level 1 to me? Now, it depends on the game you're playing. If you're playing, we'll use D&D. That's the most common game that I can think of. So we'll use D&D. If you're playing D&D, level 1 is not a peasant. I kind of liken it to somebody who, you know, in modern day times, you just graduated basic. You know, you're in the Army or the Marines or Navy, Air Force, whatever. You graduated basic training. So you have basic skills for whatever you're going to do. Now, some branches you go into your military training, your military school for your occupation. So that's kind of where level 1 is. You've done your military training, basically. Okay. So if you're a fighter, well, you've done your occupational school of study, and here you go. You're a fighter now, so you have basic fighting skills. You know how to fight. You know how to use weapons. You might know survival skills, things like that. You're a ranger. You can track. You know, you have different things. A wizard, you already know some spells because you went to a wizard school. So it's not like, hey, you're right off the farm and straight into it. And it's the same thing for other games too that I play. Heroes Unlimited, you know, you pick an education level. That's where you left off before the game starts. Now you have certain abilities that you kind of know how to use, you know, at level 1 and things like that. Same thing with Rifts. You have certain abilities that you have at the start. So you've obviously done some kind of training or education, a lot of it pertaining to your abilities, before the game starts at level 1. You know, so that's kind of how I look at it. You're basically right out of your training. Maybe you're not fresh out of your training. Maybe you did your training years back and just didn't go off an adventure yet. So you still have that same basic knowledge. You just haven't done anything with it yet. Or, you know, and I'm not saying necessarily your guy had to go to a school. He could have been taught this by a friend, family, you know, somebody in the village, you know, all of these things. Or maybe he's just a natural. You know, it's however you want to write up your backstory, but he could be a natural at fighting with the sword. And so that's why he's basically a fighter. You know, you could do it however you want, but the way I tend to look at it is you've gotten some basic training for what your career path is. That's it. So that's what level 1 is to me. Feel free to leave your comments down below. Be sure to share it with your friends, like this video, and all that good stuff. So thank you. Bye-bye.